I've said this before, and I know a lot of folks have said it too. Having data is one thing, but actually understanding what that data is telling you and having a way to actually put that to work for you, that's what's going to separate like the wheat from the chaff.
I wanted to bring you on because you interact with sellers a lot. Like, you're talking with sellers every single day. You've been in this space for a long time.
Yep.
You have a valuable perspective on where e-com has been and where it's headed. And part of the goal of this is to help people understand what the current pulse of e-com is. So my question to you is, there are two questions. Number one, we'll just start there. Number one, give me just one word to describe the current state of e-commerce in 2023.
Efficiency.
Why efficiency?
I think that when COVID first happened and there's this massive accelerant and push for e-com, everybody expected that to sort of run its course and be the new normal. In a lot of ways it has. Like, e-com as a percentage of US retail is heightened, but you've actually seen a shift back to in-store or not be so overly dependent upon, the sellers flocking online.
Yep.
So the reason why I say efficiency is a lot of folks who are in a good inventory position, brands that is, they were able to capture a lot of sales because, there's just a massive influx of demand, right? But I think now with the economic environment, the worry of what's happening, and just folks going back into store,
Yep.
sellers and brand owners really need to focus on running efficient businesses. So that's where I think sellers actually really need to be focusing their time and energy, is running very good, efficient businesses. They need to scale still. They still obviously need to accelerate top line, but they need to do so smartly and efficiently.
Man, that the bump that came from COVID decreased the need for profitability, the need for focus on profitability. Right now, everyone's talking about profitability, efficiency, because it wasn't a focus for people for a long time.
It was. I mean, look, here's the thing is, when times are great and, you can't keep stuff, in stock, I mean, that can mask a lot of underlying business problems. Like, there's a lot of folks say, oh, well, sales will cure all. I mean, to a certain extent, yes. But now, with the increased competition and from other brands that are selling online, and still, obviously, a lot of folks, consumers purchasing online, with that actually not being at the heightened level it has been, it's really starting to show the warts in some businesses in a lot of ways too.
Magee, you interact with a lot of businesses every single day. You're plugged into e-commerce. What would you say are the biggest roadblocks that sellers are running into right now, 2023? And that could be, it could relate to profitability.
I think part of it is that, right? Like, it's understanding the core metrics of their business and then knowing what they can do about it to impact the change, to make sure that they're scaling efficiently. So I think that's a huge one right now.
Talk to me about the importance of artificial intelligence in the future of people selling, advertising, and e-commerce.
Loaded one. Look, think about this. People think that it's man versus machine, right? Well, I'm anti-automation. And that's important that, we realize that AI or automation can't do itself. But the first thing is, AI is not automation. Automation is not in itself. Automation is just automating things that should be done.
Right.
But you need technology that can actually drive and influence strategy and learn and put you in a better position every time something changes, not just being told what to do and go do it.
Right.
So I think it's a data problem. Like Amazon running a brand, it is just massive amounts of data.
It is a data problem.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And I've said this before, and I know a lot of folks have said it too. Having data is one thing, but actually understanding what that data is telling you and having a way to actually put that to work for you, that's what's going to separate
Game changer.
the wheat from the chaff. think about this. For every one product on Amazon, there are 99 search terms that can generate revenue for for that product, right?
For every single
So,
one.
For every one.
Yeah.
So now if you take a 50 SKUs that you have, right? 50 times 99, 50 times on. I mean, you're talking
An insane quantity.
thousands, tens of thousands of search terms. But here's the other thing: 89% of those search terms don't have a statistically significant amount of data to even tell you, hey, is this even a search term worth bidding on? If
Right.
so, what is the value of what that click is worth to you? And then you add in the fact that conversion rates are changing multiple times per day.
Yeah.
Revenue per click is changing. How do you, as a human or just using basic technology, how do you actually learn from that and impact change? That's what we do at Teika.
Yeah.
So it's really important to understand where your product is in its life cycle, what your margin is on that product, what is the goal of that product, and then every single search term that you are bidding on, how do you make sure you're maximizing the opportunity within that search term based on the conversion rates, based on your goals? That's what we are able to do at scale.
There's a whole lot more there, but I think this gives people a really good idea for what's going on in ecom and the importance of AI and technology. So, Jason, thank you again for coming on. Always a pleasure having you.
Kill a
Until
can. Thanks,
until next
buddy.
year. Until next Prosper.
Yeah, until next year.